Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily is part of the Modern Grower Podcast Network. Check out some of our other shows like Carrot Cash Flow, the Growing Microgreens Podcast, and Farm Small, Farm Smart. Learn more about the shows using the link below.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in a ownership position looking to go to a management position, I think you can make a list of here's all the things I do on a daily basis and then rank those in terms of what are the things that I absolutely have to do and what are the things other people can do. And I bet a bulk of that list is stuff that like you really shouldn't and don't have to be doing.
Right.
And you can have someone else do, and it, like you said, it frees you up to do other things.
Yep. And when this intimately, I'm sure, as soon as you you decide you're going to pass the torch to somebody on any particular job, it's forcing you to examine it with a different set of eyes and a different mindset. You're not the doer, you're the teacher. And then as you're explaining it, you might be, heck, why do I even do it that way anyway? I should put this thing next to this thing next to this thing instead of walking back and forth. I think it really helps you like get your steps organized, become more efficient, lean it up. When you step away enough and you watch somebody doing it, then you're like, that just doesn't make sense anymore. You know, same thing like people who have all kinds of equipment that's all kind of old and crappy and none of it works right. That only works when you're the only person working there. As soon as you have on somebody's list, go get the weed eater and clean under the fence, and the weed eater never starts for them, your systems are breaking. You don't have appropriate systems. It forces you to upgrade and be more organized, which is automatically going to be more efficient and easier. It's going to be easier. This is a message that I've been using a lot, and you're obviously pick it up and run with it yourself. But farmers like to complain about two things the most. Number one is the weather. Of course, we always want to complain about the weather. Number two is labor. Let's complain about the people that work for us. Oh my gosh, they're so slow. They're so slow. They're so slow. I can't believe they're so slow. And possibly it's your responsibility as the person setting the stage, creating the environment, to figure out how to make the job easier. And then the people will go faster. There's something in the way. Nobody's ever going to be as good as you are, almost, unless you hire professional farmers to work for you. You're always going to be the fastest one because it's your business and you got the fire. So let's take that. Your expectation needs to come down a notch. Nobody's going to be as good as you until you're ancient. And so instead of telling you can't tell people, I need you to go faster. Nobody wants to hear that. It makes people crazy. They hate you. So you can't say that. You have to say, what can we do to make this job easier? I like to focus on ease, not on speed. And then the speed comes like it gets pulled in. It happens by accident. You know what I mean?
I like that. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think you're right. I've probably over the past 5 years really adopted this mantra of screw something up and I was involved. I always try and blame myself first. What didn't I tell them? What didn't I provide? Were the instructions I gave them good enough? Did I set the right expectations? Those types of things. And I think as an employer, you can do that. And I think part of it is also putting people in the right roles. I was watching an old Steve Jobs video and he was saying one thing that he would always bet on would be like giving people longevity, giving people a chance, or not quitting on people too soon. So you give somebody task A, they don't do so well at it. You go through all the steps, you try and train them better, they're not doing good. Well, what else could you slot them into? Yep. Is there a better role for them? Everybody's going to find something that works. And I think, there is a lot of not fast enough, not the right role. You're out of here, get somebody else in, and then you're on the forever cycle. You're grumpy. And it's just now you're in this management nightmare of constantly training people and nobody wants to be there.
Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Let's face it, seeding in the nursery is tedious and time-consuming. Turn the drudgery into efficiency with the time and labor-saving Quick Click Seeder by Modern Grower. The Quick Click can seed a full nursery tray in seconds. It's fully compatible with all trays on the market, such as paper pot, airstrip, cell trays, prop tech, and more. The Quick Click can also be used for microgreens. Cut your time spent seeding by 75% with a Quick Click Seeder available at shop.moderngrower.co.